And the other really, really powerful, if you want to call this a mental model, is what's called inversion thinking. So this has been around for a while. There was a German mathematician that has this famous quote that says, invert, always invert. And I actually stole this kind of concept from Charlie Munger. So you guys might know him from Berkshire Hathaway. He's the famous investing partner of Warren Buffett. So in his book, Poor Charlie's Almanac, he talks about this and how he's used this for decades. Back when he was in the military, he gave an example of when he was assigned as a meteorologist in, I believe, the Air Force. And so he had to map out weather patterns and help keep the pilots safe. So instead of figuring out where they should fly, he started with the opposite and said, all right, if I wanted to ensure I killed all of my pilots, what would need to be true? Okay, well, I need to fly them into conditions where they might get iced on their wings, conditions where they couldn't see properly, conditions where it was incredibly mountainous. So he was looking at it from another angle on how to solve the problem, and not necessarily what to do, but for sure what to avoid. So in this instance, the topic we're talking about here is how can you make more money as a wedding filmmaker? What things might I want to change? So that's one way we're going to talk about. But on the other end, we shouldn't exclude this inversion process. So in this exercise, we said, how can I guarantee I don't make more money? Or what would need to be true to ensure I don't make any extra money from clients? And we can kind of walk through these. Well, I would only sell to one person for the wedding. Maybe it's the bride, maybe it's the groom, maybe it's some of the couples, but I'm just going to focus on one person. If they say no, that's it. No one else could possibly pay. I'm not going to give anybody else a way to actually purchase this. I'm going to make sure I limit who has access to make an additional purchase. Under no circumstances am I ever going to ask for referrals from the couples. As crazy as it sounds, people who get married, sometimes they're friends, cousins, family members. They might also be, and under no circumstances am I going to ever ask for a referral. I'm only going to offer a set amount, set package. I'm never going to offer add-ons or package 2, 3, and 4. I'm just going to have a set package and that's it. That's the finite amount of money that I can make. Another one, I'm never going to sell anything after providing the film. That's it. Once I deliver that film, I wash my hands and I walk away, and that's it. Another thing, I'm only going to accept one form of payment. Maybe that's check, maybe it's credit card, maybe it's PayPal, maybe it's Venmo, but I'm only giving my client only one and only way to pay. I don't care what their preferred method is. I don't care if they want to earn points, miles, or anything. I'm just giving them one preferred method, and that's it. You do it my way or the highway. I'm going to minimize how often we present our offerings. So I'm only going to ask them once, probably during the initial meeting, of what they want to purchase, and I'm never going to ask again. And the same thing, yeah, after the wedding's over, I'm never going to talk to them again. Even though I invested possibly 50 to 100 hours per couple, I invested in that relationship. I'm never going to talk to them again. I'm never going to email them again. I'm never going to reach out to them again. That's it. It's just a one and done transactional relationship. And that's kind of feeding this last point. So, you can just see how powerful this stuff is, and you can use this in all aspects of your life and especially in your business career.